for the most part. I have always minded the business that paid me. That's why every time I see Mendice's out with...
Okay, y'all need to take a deep breath for this one, because this story is heavy, messy, emotional, and honestly uncomfortable in ways nobody expected. We're not talking about petty shade or a quick clapback. This time, it cuts deeper. We're talking about private pain being dragged into public view. We're talking about love turning into resentment. And we're talking about a woman who has already survived more than most people could handle being pushed right back into the fire. Tamar Braxton, a name that carries talent, controversy, vulnerability, and survival all in one breath.
Just got word in real time. Some receipts were sent to us. We did promise the girl that we would give her anonymity. He knows who she is because he blocked her today. Put up the block receipt, Jess. That was fast. And, she got her receipts before. I asked her to send a screenshot of the DMs, and she did that. So let me pull up mine. So the voice note, we got him. Give me 1 second. He goes in the next text, like real bad. She says, you can have me. He says, I can't even front no more. She said, I'll let you have me. He said, we'll see. And then she goes, I will. She's from North Carolina, by the way. He goes, you be busy. And then she goes, so you don't want me? And then he goes, I do.
Every time you think her life might finally slow down, something else explodes. And this time, the internet gasped collectively when her ex-husband allegedly crossed a line that many people say should never, ever be crossed. Because when rumors started spreading that he leaked details about her medical situation and boldly claimed she's on meds, people didn't just feel shocked, they felt disturbed.
Started putting you two together. Do you and Mendice's have anything beyond this film? Or?
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
Okay.
to be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not we're cool, but we're not like my homie. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's not
right.
like that. And he just got casted in a film, and
she and I had a thing. It was stupid, but it happened, and I feel bad about it.
Social media froze for a second. Fans argued, critics piled on, and the question echoed everywhere. Why would someone who once claimed to love her expose something so personal? But here's the thing, this story didn't start with that leak. It started years ago with love, dreams, and a relationship that slowly cracked under pressure most of us can't imagine. Before the headlines, before the breakdowns, before the court filings and public arguments, Tamar was just the baby sister with the big voice. Growing up in the Braxton family meant music in the air and competition in the room. Tony may have been the first superstar, but Tamar made sure nobody forgot her name. Loud, funny, emotional, dramatic, she wore her heart on her sleeve, even when it cost her.
Saturday night, we went to the Roof Chris, we ate, we had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12, shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw, or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there, we all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a...
When Tamar fell in love with her ex-husband, it looked like a fresh chapter. She wanted stability. She wanted partnership. She wanted someone who would protect her, not compete with her. On the outside, it looked like a power couple trying to build a future together while juggling fame, business, and family expectations. But behind closed doors, things weren't as shiny. Fans immediately asked, since when did mental health become an insult? Since when did taking care of yourself become something to mock? The conversation shifted fast. People started revisiting old interviews, old clips, old moments where Tamar clearly struggled, while still showing up, performing, smiling, and being strong for everyone else. What made this worse was the power imbalance. When an ex-partner speaks on your medical situation, it feels like a betrayal of trust. This wasn't gossip from a stranger. This was someone who sat next to her in private moments, someone who saw her vulnerable, someone who knew exactly where it would hurt the most. And the internet did what it always does. It picked sides loudly.
You gonna sit up in my face? You gonna sit up in my face with your 3 faces and tell me that you and Mendeecees did not have a conversation at that table in Roof Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more? We really gonna do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on ChatGPT. And then you started laughing back and was like, no, you gotta go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that Roof Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married.
Some critics tried to twist the narrative, saying the comment explained Tamar's emotional reactions in the past. But others shut that down immediately, reminding everyone that emotional women are often labeled crazy the moment they stop being quiet, especially Black women, especially women in entertainment, especially women who dare to speak up. So when her ex allegedly leaked this information, it felt like reopening wounds that never fully healed. What nobody talks about enough is how dangerous this kind of public shaming can be. When someone's mental health is used against them, it sends a message that vulnerability will be punished, that honesty will be thrown back in your face. And that's exactly why so many people stay silent and suffer alone.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me, okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up, I was very uncomfortable with it. We gonna say that didn't happen. We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that Roof Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for.
Tamar didn't immediately clap back, and that silence spoke volumes. Because sometimes, when you've been fighting for so long, you don't have the energy to scream anymore. You just try to breathe. Sources close to the situation say Tamar was hurt deeply, not shocked, hurt, because she trusted this person once. She built a family with him. She believed they could at least respect boundaries after everything ended. And seeing that trust allegedly broken in front of millions reopened emotional scars she worked hard to close. Her family reportedly rallied around her because the Braxtons know pain, they know loss, and they know what it looks like when one of their own is pushed too far. Tamar has always been the loud one, the expressive one, the emotional one, but that doesn't mean she's weak. If anything, it means she feels deeply in a world that keeps telling her not to. Professionally, this moment could have been damaging. Labels, networks, and brands often watch public perception closely. When mental health rumors start flying, careers can suffer quietly behind the scenes. Meetings stop coming, calls go unanswered, and people pretend it's about image, when really it's about stigma. But something unexpected happened. Fans stood up. People shared their own stories about medication, therapy, and survival. They reminded the world that meds don't define a person, healing doesn't make you less talented, and struggling doesn't erase your worth. Tamar became a symbol again, not of drama, but of resilience. And that's the part her ex allegedly didn't anticipate. The emotional impact on Tamar is layered. It's not just embarrassment, it's grief. Grief over a relationship that ended badly. Grief over trust that never fully existed. Grief over realizing that someone you once loved might use your lowest moments against you. For her son, this situation is even more sensitive. Kids grow up. They read headlines, they hear whispers, and Tamar has always been protective of her child. Knowing that personal information could follow him one day is a pain no parent wants to carry. And yet, Tamar keeps moving. She shows up, she sings, she laughs when she can, she disappears when she needs to. And that's called survival, not instability. As this story continues to circulate, one truth stands tall. Mental health is not scandalous. Using it as a weapon is. This situation forces a bigger conversation about exes who refuse to let go, about how society treats emotional women, about why we demand vulnerability and then punish it when it shows up, and about the cost of fame when your worst moments become public property. Tamar Braxton didn't choose to have her medical situation discussed online. She didn't ask for her healing journey to be questioned, but she did choose to stay alive, and that matters more than any rumor. So here we are, watching yet another chapter unfold, not knowing what will be said next, not knowing if more details will leak, but knowing one thing for sure: lines were crossed, and the internet saw it. And as for Tamar, she's still standing. Bruised, maybe. Hurt, definitely. But not broken. Because if there's one thing Tamar Braxton has proven time and time again, it's this. You can try to define her by her pain, but she will always rewrite the story in her own voice. And trust me, this story isn't over yet.